225, the middle number can change by 5. This number will always change by 10.
I see.
175, 185, 195, 205, 215, or 225. So you can't find a 50. You can find a 55, but it's a 225, 55. Just one width change. That's okay. You have plenty of room to do that.
Yeah.
Especially if the 225, 55 is cheaper. I found that several times. I go and get a bigger tire.
Yeah. This tire is a little bit out than the plate. So this is a little out than plate.
Just a little bit.
That one's not as much. Maybe because it's turned already.
Well, you got a little bit of turn. This part should be the same.
Yeah.
You've got rubber here. You've got a nice ridge of rubber to touch the curb.
Yeah.
It's not as big as I would like, but the very first thing to touch would be rubber.
Yeah. Because that can absorb the shock. If rim touches, it just takes the damage.
Yeah. You'll scrape it.
Yeah. This can it absorbs the shock, takes the damage.
Okay. Whole new topic. We got to open the hood.
Yes, sir.
This is special to Hyundais and the 120. Special kind of engine that's in around half the cars these days. I just found out how many cars it's in recently. It's called a GDI, gasoline direct injection engine. It's the overall type of engine.
Maybe it's somewhere.
My first guess is that you do not have that type of engine. Well, that is good. So we won't cover any more about that.
This is 2015.
Yeah, well, the GDI engines have been around for, 10 or 15 years.
I see.
I'm not sure
Maybe this is like borderline. They just started getting introduced.
Well, no, this is a good engine.
Okay.
I would say generally this is a good engine. Pay attention to that. It's very good that that's not 0. If it was 0, I would tell you to go to 5. So, but this is good as
5W20.
Yeah, that's your type of oil. Personally, I use all synthetic. I normally buy it at the Walmart SuperTech synthetic. This I may have gotten in a sale. So I'm not sure where I got
Travelers.
that. But it's, well, I don't know where that came from.
Okay.
But
just the synthetic.
This one is
full synthetic. Yeah.
The thing about synthetic, it's like insurance for your engine. It's like AAA for you.
Yeah.
Or insurance for the car. Otherwise, synthetic oil is like insurance for the engine. You can, except for something like endurance, which is they might pay or they might not. If I found this out recently, that if a company like Endurance or Car Shield or whatever, if you're trying to get them to pay for a blown engine or something, you have to have all kinds of receipts.
Yeah.
And you've done all the normal oil changes, all of the special dealership required maintenance schedule.
Yes.
Synthetic oil doesn't care about that. If you run out of oil, you don't want to do that very long,
Yeah.
but you're less likely to have done damage if you were using synthetic oil.
Yes.
If you overheat, and there's electrical reasons to overheat, there is fluid reasons to overheat. There is just stupid driving reasons to overheat.
Overheat, yeah.
If you're running synthetic oil, you have not destroyed the engine necessarily.
Yes.
If you overheat with regular oil, you're pretty much guaranteed, even if it's still running, what was oil is... Have you ever burned your stew in a big pot? And at the bottom is
Yeah.
well, that's what happens with normal oil. There may be oil, but at the hot parts,
Yeah.
there is now sand and burnt.
Burns. Yeah.
Synthetic oil won't do that,
Yes.
so you still have an engine. If you overheat with normal oil, it may still be running. Sell it right away. Another thing is, you're going to buy
With normal oil.
well, because if you overheated it, it's your car, you overheated it
Yeah.
with normal oil,
Yeah.
sell it right away because even though it's still running now, it won't run very long.
Ah.
I should have a rag.
I may have tissue. I'll get it.
Look, no, this is bad. You can't look for what I wanted you to look for. Because it's this kind of a cable stick. So we got to switch.
You want a flat stick?
Yeah.
Or do you want to wipe it?
No, I want a flat stick. You know how you can see in a cooking pot that somebody has overheated it because it looks funny. With a normal flat metal stick, you can see a very similar thing. Well, I don't have to go through all this, or a lot of people. I'm doing this because it's your first car. I've got so much I can teach someone when it's their first car. All right, now let's get it over the concrete.
Yeah.
Now, I think the only thing we can say tonight in this amount of light is this is a fairly even amount of color all the way along. I'll wipe it off, it won't make much difference. Alright. Now normally, in this light, this stick looks a little bit darkish. I'll twist it so the camera might or might not be able to see a certain, get a general light pattern to it. Now, the goal of this point, this talking point, is you do this to a car you're going to buy. And my niece did not do this. She did not bring me along when she was buying the car. So it's a certain color up here, which is going to be considered normal for this stick, whatever this color is. Now you go down here and you hit a certain point, let's say around here, and it starts to get dark to completely black. You've wiped all the oil off of it. It's not oil, but this is a different color. It's black all the way down. That car has been overheated. And what did we just say about normal oil when it's overheated? It bakes on black. It's burnt. Well, the stick is black. That engine has been overheated. You don't want to buy it.
Yes.
You don't,
I'll remember it next
you
time.
have to take the car apart.
Yeah.
You pull this out.
Just
Now,
see.
For a different reason, there are modern cars, let's say, I'm switching to transmission now. are modern cars that don't have a transmission dipstick. Try not to buy one of those. But in the old days, I've got a transmission dipstick. I pull it out. I do not wipe it. I'm looking at buying this car, or it's a friend's car, and I'm checking it out. It's still got all the transmission oil on it. First thing is, transmission oil in the old days was all a very nice, pretty red color. Is what's on this stick a very nice, pretty red color? Well, that's the first question. The second question is, you smell it. Now, this is a transmission. It doesn't work for the engine oil. One of the stick's transmission for the moment. The good fluid will smell kind of like candy. It'll be a kind of a nice smell. It'll be a pretty red color. It'll be kind of a nice smell. If it smells kind of like burnt toast, that transmission has been overheated.
I see.
And the fluid has not been changed, and that transmission is suspect. Now, if it's a friend's car and they already own it, well, then you have them do a transmission service. Absolutely everything they can do. In the old days, I don't know if they can still do this, we did a power flush. It was like, at that time, it was like $90. Today it's probably $250, but it's worth it. There's a thing that they do called a filter change or whatever. That's like
masking the symptom.
That's like getting it this far and refilling it. The filter change on the transmission is completely inadequate. The power flush uses a lot of fluid and runs it completely through. Transmissions are like a maze for fluid. Transmissions are just full of little teeny tiny passageways for fluid to run through, and they're all over, and they can't just drain by themselves. Only what we used to call a power flush, I don't know if they've changed the name or not, will be a good transmission service. Okay, going back to oil. On the vehicle, like I'm going to rent a U-Haul. This has happened both on buying a car and on a U-Haul. I pull the dipstick, and this would have worked. Would work on your car too. In daylight only. It only works in full sunlight. Nothing else would really do it. Now, I am very nearsighted, so a normal person might need a magnifying glass. But that's the maximum. That's as far away as I can see in this little distance right there.
I see.
So I can bring it right up to here and still see it. What I'm looking for in this daylight scenario for engine oil is sparkles. What are the kids?
Shining.
Yeah, the girls call it glitter.
Glitter.
The point being, little tiny microscopic metal parts of the engine are in the oil. That engine is destroying itself. I don't want to rent that U-Haul. I don't want to buy that car. And that has happened to me on a U-Haul.
I see.
It looked like a kid's shoe of glitter. It was just glitter all the way up and down. It was
birthday
horrible.
party.
Well, now, it wasn't so long ago that I cleaned these. Now, this is not corrosion at the moment, but this has been corroded So maybe I was wrong. Maybe when it corrodes, it's both. Maybe it has something to do with the metal that they use for this clamp. When you have yours fixed, make sure they put a set of these on your battery. They're very cheap and very good. There are other things that are more expensive and worth it, not worth it. They're gooey, they're messy. These are not messy, they're cheap, and they do the job. I just forgot about them when I was doing this myself, and even just sitting there, they help.
I see.
They don't let the corrosion go all the way across.
What are they called?
Anti-corrosion rings, or they're felt.
Got it.
Felt washers. Let's see.
Since when have you been using this car?
I got this. My mom bought this car new. This is an 02. She's 85 and she can't work the clutch anymore, so she gave it to me. I only use it in the winter because she lives over here 25 miles away from me.
Okay.
And in the winter I might need to be able to get to her in bad weather.
Yes.
I don't use it in the summer.
I see.
So I'm about to take it back off the road.
I see. How old are you right now?
64?
I see.
No, that can't be right. 62, I guess.
Okay.
Let's see. Oh, all right. First car. All right. This is your coolant,
Yes.
also called antifreeze. You're wondering, you've just driven the car, you forgot to do this first. You're wondering, can you check the coolant? Can you squeeze this? Yes, you can check the coolant. If this is tight, no, you'll burn yourself. So there is a safety catch here, so I can do this now. Right there. Well, it didn't stop like I expected it, but right there it is. There's the safety catch. This one's a little too easy. If I keep twisting it, goes past it. All right, now I've lifted slightly, and I shouldn't have done that.
I see.
Now, how you said this is a 15? I'll bet this is the original. These things are only supposed to last 5 years. This is a big one that there's two things that hardly anybody ever remembers to do, and that's change these, because this spring is calibrated to a certain pressure.
Yeah.
And it wears out. Or the rubber wears out, or both. All right. Now, we didn't do it quickly. I would have preferred to pop this off, look, and pop it back on again real fast, if we were going to do it at all. But what did we see? We saw fluid right there. That's good. Tonight, this kind of light, you can't tell what color it is. These days, you have to be sure it is the right fluid. There's not two fluids, there's not three fluids. It's got to be the exact fluid. Whatever it is, you got to find out. That's what this means. You read caution, read the instruction manual.
I see.
This is where you might be able to see the color. You see any color in there?
It's transparent. No.
That's still your coolant, your antifreeze. Alright, there it is. Well, I think it is.
Just transparent.
I'm a little worried here. Is that? Oh, that's an F all the way down there. You see that? It's not up here. The F is not up here. That is the F. Way down there.
Yeah.
Wait, let me see if I can get
That's
any
full
light.
point. Like if you put light here, you can see it there.
You see it?
Like that F becomes dark.
I get it this way. I don't see fluid in there. I think it got dark because of these yellow ribs, these plastic ribs.
Yeah.
I can't be sure. You see, I shine it this way, and it's still. All right. That one's iffy. I can't tell. It shouldn't be that hard. You should be able to know.
Yeah, I got the coolant checked last week.
Okay, that's
so
good.
It was fine.
But there may be other parts of this car designed right, but that's poor design. It shouldn't be that hard to see.
Maybe from here or something. No.
I can't. There's a
neither
black
can
shield right down there. You can't shine light up to it, so I don't know what to think. All right, where was I getting with that? Okay, the idea being, don't burn yourself.
Yes.
Can you squeeze this? Yes, and then yes, you can open it. If you can't squeeze that, then don't open it.
Got it.
Let's see. Well, all right, so when you get to Morgantown tomorrow morning, see if your friend's got anything like WD-40 and spray that.
Got it.
You're not trying to spray it out and get rid of it. You're just trying to do a temporary fix of getting it wet with WD-40. This one is clean. I don't know why it is this way.
It's double connection for no purpose.
You see what's in there?
Yeah.
That's a penny.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
You just got it a bad job.
This is very strange.
I guess if try to fix it at home for cheap.
That'll go this way, I think. There you go. And then this one the same way. And that'll be your fuse and relay box. And some fuses will be inside and some fuses will be out here. And pull it up. There you go. Now, okay, the tool is not there. There has to be a tool. And you have this kind of, there it is. This is a tool. Okay, so don't forget to put it back in there, because doggone it, if you lose it, you can't get these things out.
Yeah.
So, that's how it goes on. Now that it's on, you pinch here and pull the thing out.
I see.
Now you have a fairly standard type, and a neat thing in the stores is you've got the money for it, and you've got a car that's having trouble. Like this one is a possibility. Like if you fix those lights and then they go out again, then do this thing I'm talking about. You can buy fuses that have a light on them. When the fuse
know which one's
blows,
there.
the light comes on. It seems very backward, and it's a fair amount more expensive than a normal fuse, but it's compared to having to pay a mechanic to search for the problem, which fuse to replace. Now,
I guess that's a button there, yellow.
That's not anything important that I think that's just like when somebody's assembling it. You see how that drops in there? I think that's just a locator pin.
Yeah.
But let's say you're traveling and you have fuses in spare fuses. Matter of fact, where's the... Okay, yeah, here we go. Look. Spare, 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 spare. Spare, 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 spare. So, let's say you have a 15 blowout twice and you've used up your spare 15. You can try a 20. It's just not, this is real world, not by the book. You can try a 20 and you may get by. You know if you put in a 10 it's going to blow. If you put in a 20 and it doesn't blow, well then you leave a 20 in there and you get another 15 and another 20. But if you put a 20 in, whatever bigger size, you put a 15 here or a 25 there, if the bigger size blows, well then you know you really have a problem. If you go one size and it stays on, you seem to have an intermittent or a minor problem. But here, you got spares. You got the tool, and you got spares.
Yes.
So if one of these blows, you got to figure out which one. But let's see. You're gonna have a hard time figuring out which one. But let's say your battery's great. We were at the side of the road. It was turning over. This might be the problem.
Bump.
So you pull this one out. Oh, you got the same ones as my Prius. This is not as good as I thought it was. As far as size, these are the low-profile minis. Now, all right.
Yeah.
You got a nice loop in there.
Yes.
So when it blows, it'll just be that. Not a full loop. just a little flip. But that's the idea. If you don't know, you just gotta pull them out and look, pull them out and look. Try not to have anything on when you're pulling them out. You might mess up a computer or something. The absolute best thing, if you're having to pull out all of them, the absolute best thing is pull this first.
I see.
Never pull that first. You only disconnect that if this is already disconnected. The negative or ground, the black, always comes first.